station. Anywhere, anytime. Epic Radio 99.3 FM. So refreshing.
Another banger, baby, calm down, calm down.
Now them kind embarrassment them so me no balek. From where I dey tell them for send them picking them money for sport. Just 30 minutes 9 left. Usami go able withdraw this money.
Bo Yabum, calm down. You don't know say you and all man in Paddy don't begin do money exchange service them now?
Us me paddy dande.
PC and Sons, where they make all them Paddy products them, don't ready for be you Paddy per money business. Now, you can collect your money through Western Union, MoneyGram, Rare, and all them other money transfer service them. Now the main office, now 59 Wellington Street. All them Boku PC and Son shop them na Freetown, and all other parts them na the country. All you need na just valid ID card.
Boku thank you, Victor. You na lifesaver. PC Foreign Exchange Bureau. Look me they come.
Then I start to feel a bum bum. But she dey give me small small. I know say she's a bit.
You forget Boku Gladi Gladi and Boku Big Enjoyment.
It's a yes from me.
Salon, no better terminal day for buy DSTV Pass now because we get Boku Enjoyment and Boku Gladi Gladi them.
The most thrilling of all time.
All for Lily Couple. Enjoy Bomber Sports and Soba Superstar and the action them.
Unbelievable. Big time.
Enjoy Boku Pikin film them. Full with party business and Gladi Gladi.
I want the biggest celebration ever!
And the fine African film them.
Be vigilant out there.
So, meet the big life for Lily Couple. Connect to one of we small couple DSTV package.
Let's move it.
No miss this big enjoyment from DSTV Ultimate. For no more about this, call or WhatsApp we na this number ya. +232 88 888 881.
Hey Aminata, how the project dey go?
I just wish I can able for impact more communities and make a positive impact in our society. You know, young startup or entrepreneur with an innovative business solution for help address social challenges in field of education, health, agriculture, mobile payment or sustainable development. You know, young woman entrepreneur with startup with an innovative solution for improve the living condition of women them. Our social venture prize na the answer. Now for apply for the 2023 OSVP award and pick for grand prize of 100,000 new loans and the woman and prize go be 50,000 new loans. Get the chance for take you technological solution or start up to another level. Apply now on www.osvpsl2023.inosl.com and www.posam/orange.com. Application will start from the 13th of March to the 21st of May.
Orange. 1xBet. Big bonuses, big odds, big wins. Download 1xBet app. Make a deposit and you get 200% bonus on up to 2,800 leon. The biggest bonus ever. 1xBet is a reliable bookmaker. So head up to 1xBet.sl. Do your full registration with promo code SL2. Get a huge welcome bonus on your first deposit right now. Have a chance to win. 1xBet gives you more. Hey, it's your station. Anywhere, anytime. Epic Radio 99.3 FM. So refreshing.
Jesus is mine. Oh, what a foretaste of glory divine, heir of salvation, sweet salvation, purchase of God, born of His Spirit, and I'm washed in His blood.
Perfect submission, all is at rest. I and my Savior am happy and blessed. watching and waiting, looking above, filled with His goodness, lost in His love. Let's sing it together. We say, this is my story. This is my song, praising my Savior all the day long. Oh, this is my story. This is my song. Yes, it is. Praising my Savior all the day long. Oh, yes. Perfect submission and perfect delight. Oh, visions of rapture now burst on my sight. Angels descending, they bring from above echoes of mercy, sweet whispers of love. So we say now, this is my story. This is my song. I'm praising my Savior all the day long. Oh, this is my story. This is my song. Yes, it is. I'm praising my Savior all the day long. Yeah, this is my story. This is my song. Yes, it is. Praising my Savior all the day long. Oh, this is my story. Oh, this is my song.
Hey, it's your station. Anywhere. It's on Epic Radio 99.3 FM. So refreshing. It's Epic Radio. So refreshing.
Praising my Savior all the day long. Amen. All the day. Praising my Savior all the day long. Let's praise Him.
All the birds that fly, God made them all. All the fishes in the sea, God made them all. All the plants that grow, all the birds that fly, God
It's
made
Epic
them
Radio.
all.
So
All the
refreshing.
fishes in the sea, God made them all. All the plants that grow. God made the sun to shine by day, and the moon and stars to shine by night. God brought His flame to this thirsty earth. God gave
fishes in the sea, God made them all. All the plants that grow. God created the monsters, both great and small. The lilies of the valley, God created them all. The mountains and the rivers, He created them all. All the birds that fly, God made them all.
The radio is on, but the music is cool.
It's cool.
It's cool. It's on here.
24/7 hits.
You listening to Epic Radio 99.3 FM. Epic Radio, so refreshing.
Good morning and welcome to the Epic Morning Show. Today is Tuesday, 23rd of May, and we are just 33 days away now from the general election. This morning on we shall go talk about information management, mainstream media versus social media, how much impact it could have on the election. Mina Mohammed Jawad Nyali, stay with me after Rise. We will be delving into this very, very important subject. Every time election they are around, it's easy for make we amplify division. It's easy for make we instill fear, and sometimes we really forget the things and the things that we'll get in common as Sierra Leoneans much more bokup as the things them really we divide we. And it's important that once we are faced with divisionary tactics, we look ourselves in the face and really remember the things that we'll get in common. I've said this here many times. It's easy for let you bow to fear, easy for make you amplify hate and things like that, because people resonate with that. But elections they come and go and the country still go there, and we all know one fumble. Let's not forget that. You and your neighbor, for example, have been living for the last 4 or 5 years. You don't really care now which tribe it is safe. So it should not really matter now when election is here. And una only watch on yourself that kind of idea. Oh, maybe this is not even support myself, or maybe this is not even support my party. That should not really matter, because at the end of the day, when you put things like that in front of a relationship, then it's going to be a problem. And we as people, like I said, we have so many things in common. Aki eat pemauna moyamba, go eat as well, not tonkolili as well. It shows that even when it comes to food, we share common food across we lines them across party, across region, and all of that. You go to any parts of this country as well, you will meet Muslim and Christians as well coexisting very well. It also, that's one of the beautiful things we can sell to the world, and it's something as well that we should cherish, and it's something where I really feel say politics not a touch. Whether you are APC or SLPP, remember how we bond together when Leon Stars is playing. Remember last year January where Leon Star appeared in First Nations Cup for 26 years. This country cheer them on. Everybody was at the edge of their seats, hearts almost now mouth, while they cringe at the edge of their seats, rooting for the boys out there. So we share that love, we share that passion for football together as well. I'm pointing at these things because these are the things we cherish most, and them moments there and then we'll always for remember when politics season they come, and know that at the end of the day, no matter who wins at the end of the day, when the doors don't finally settle, don't break every relationship or don't burn every bridge beyond politics. Because at the end of the day, when all of it is done, you have to ask yourself, is it worth it? This is not Salon, this is the motherland, and it's and now we all get it's very important for make we all know that. This is the Epic Morning Show. We'll be right back.
Yes, boss. See, while you're on motherland, a land of diamonds and of gold, I'll forever be in love. Sing your praises in my song. See, while you're on the motherland, a land of diamonds and of gold, I'll forever be in love. Sing your praises in my song. Yeah, 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 yeah. Green, white, and blue, no place like home, yeah. Ah, yeah, yeah, yeah. No place like home. Sierra Leone, I'm in home. Land of the free, yes, I like me alone. Beautiful people, beautiful country. Christian and Muslim, we live like a family. We get a different culture. We land be good for agriculture. Salon, yes, we blessed with nature. With big fishes, now we ocean. And so we food is sweet and nice. Cassava leaf oil with beans and rice. Fufu and okra is sweet for try. A place to visit, you need for fly. Come Sierra Leone, motherland, land of time.
This election, the media is going to have a very, very crucial part for play. We can promote peace, we get the capacity for create tension, we get the capacity for amplify hate, or do so much good or do so much bad, really, depending on how we do the job. As sad as it may be, just like every facet of society as well, the media as well have to contend with political influence and depending on where you are working. But in the midst of all of that, how should the media manage information during this election? And we have the power to report, but can we report everything? Should we report everything? And how should we report? There are so many questions, difficult and complex questions that may not have universal answers really. So, but we are asking these questions all as well in the age of social media. And like I say, perhaps we'll not get perfect answers, but we'll attempt to have this conversation this morning with my colleague journalists them. If you put them all experience combined, probably we are talking about 3 decades or more. So stay with me. When I return next, I'm going to talk to Emma Thompson, founder and publisher of Salon Fact Checker, Ismail Shailu Kanu, editor for Tribune Times newspaper, and Istina Taylor, president of the Women in the Media, Sierra Leone.
Sing your praises in my song. Sierra Leone, motherland, a land of diamonds and of gold. I'll forever be in love.
And don't forget, Slick TV is back on Channel 37. So if you have been missing premium entertainment, just go rescan your TV sets now. And from tomorrow as well, the Epic Morning Show will also be live on TV, on Slick TV. So brace up for that and watch your live content as well, because we're also live now on we YouTube page as well. We are also live on Facebook. Check we out wherever you are in the world. All right, let's get straight into a conversation here this morning. In the studio with me, I get Istina Taylor. Good morning, Istina.
Good morning.
And
hello, they listen.
I also get Ismail Shailu Kanu. Good morning, Ismail.
Good morning, Jawad. Good morning, listeners.
All right. So let me start with you, Istina, because this election it get to be different because we have to contend with a force like social media, and there is going to be this urgency on us when something already did on social media and people did turn out to we follow either confirm them or not. Where they really put pressure on the news process in terms of how they process information. How do you think, say, we go do a job in that particular environment?
Well, you already mentioned social media, so make a give a parable or kind of thing where maybe they think. Imagine now you in a labor room, not so, and you know then can't tell you in a complicated birth. Then you then do you anticipating, you're worried, you're standing out there. Then you see then call the cleaner for go inside. Where the cleaner come and do you know get miners come say waiting they happen inside there. So this brings me to my point, meaning with the information for come timely. Meaning as journalists them, we need for invade social media as well. Most times as journalists, we don't take and say, oh, we just want for do the radio work, we just want for do this. It's not enough. It's highly a very fertile soil to spread misinformation, dis and malinformation on social media. We are contending against social media. So waiting now we go now for invade the space. That's the only way. So meaning invade the space with right information. Don't be the first to just publish because you want made and say, now Epic Radio you come out. Sorry, I'm just making an example. Now Epic Radio not in first to come, not in first to come. Don't be the first. Make it missing something credible. Let's be, as journalists, let's try to be not the first, but let's try to be the one that brings the credible information. But we know for stop and normal, now with traditional media them, we for take, like I they say, we take the game, go now the streets. Let we do that way there.
And that's the thing as well, because you see, I mean, internet free, everybody did it, but you see more and more people who will not get any sense of news or how news is processed.
Thank you.
They are opinion leaders in society, which is not wrong, by the way, but journalists can also be part of that space, and a lot of journalists are withdrawn from it.
You know, we get a new school journalists, them just like Karen can say, they get new school musicians, them. The new school, they understand the importance. For we were start where we use cassette recorder. You know, 15 years back or 14 years back, we use cassette recorder for record na radio. We will start to. It acts for make we just feel like say social media run things now. It's about acceptance as waiting. And information during this election for PASAM or after election is very important. So, and most people not actually listen to radio. I don't meet up plenty people. Why I say, now radio at the work, me na radio waiting. If na music, fine, but they'll say, me I not can listen. So the bad news is plenty. So me not can that listen. So na social media na that they get me news, which gives us enough reason to invade that space. We cannot just say we produce for people to read and for people to listen. What about reading online, short content, and not as journalists let we not take plenty. I know say, and Ishmael not to you how they talk. They're newspaper journalists. You know how they can write long, And we in a radio they teach we for write for the years.
Yes.
Because person no get for watch them. But that long one day, please take a snippet out of it and then post it. I know say IRN, I don't know how it get for work this trip, but I hope say then we'll get some social media side of them.
Yeah, and Ishmael, let me come to a similar question like that as well, because we work in an environment outside, there is a lot of pressure on us, because sometimes as well it's about, now we force break them. And then we force break them, they also can put a lot of pressure on the news cycle.
Yes, I think say Nanda me want to start because this breaking news stuff here so really don't they affect how we for manage information. You know, somebody go just even I don't see journalists there he go just say information some side or he just say something, you know, even confirm them and just write breaking news just for let as Istina they see for let them say na enforce share the news or na enforce get the news so get that credit day. Really wrong. One of the things that they tell you, then they say when you get something, you get for try for confirm before you publish or before you send them out, because you don't know the veracity or the effects with that particular information they go get on society. You know, certain information in the way they send out, really they tell on society, they tell on the national security, in fact. So not all information you get, you just they send out like that. You get for take your time. Me don't get some story then one not even ever publish because I not get certain people for complete the story, or not get certain people for confirm her. So I not ever publish certain story, you know, because your own credibility first they at stake. If you go publish story, you say this now breaking news, then at the end of the day, you know, turn for be right, or at the end of the day, it can cause chaos or problem. Your credibility they at stake. One. Two, even your own security they at stake. Because certain things and they you go end up behind bars or at the end of the day, people attack you in the streets. Say you don't cause problem for my family or you don't damage me somebody's reputation. If you go to IMC, they see bundle of cases, they see hundreds of cases in IMC. Outside people and just they're not even in cross check, just they publish information. If I read something about Jawad, I need for call Jawad in the first place. Jawad, I read this about you. Now, true or not true, you don't get Jawad inside. That is just basic journalism, don't they? But we get a lot of journalists that we know they practice, don't they? We see get something against person, it's just the publisher, or you get information, you know they confirm. It's just the publisher, and really, really wrong for you.
And this is an era as well where because politics don't enter every side, including media as well. So you are going to have people where, depending on which political party, the one we get the paper or the one we get the media, the support.
Yes.
It gets the kind of information we want for put out as well.
Yeah, and media poverty, it can really, really affect you as well because journalism, some man no get money say for publish for like me in a newspaper they run now. I don't left radio for a while because I work na radio 10 to 12 years. I dey run newspaper now. I know why difficult anyway forget money for do one production. You forget at least $1 million for produce a day. So if you produce 5-10 per week, you get forget like 5 million for produce. So if you come out every day 20 times inside the month, you get forget like 20 million for do production. Apart from which you pay staff and apart from other utility bills that you get for pay, you know. So it's difficult anyway. But you know, for do at the expense of your integrity, at the expense of your credibility as a journalist. You at times me at the day 1 week and they come out because I really need for get money genuinely. Of course, we get 1 or 2 companies there or people, institutions that will go at least support you at the end of the month, but it's not enough for make you they come out every time. But the media poverty now 1, but 2, you get for put you use your integrity first. You not get for just the published information because somebody can give you 100,000 or almost millions. Say, I'll slap this person for me in an election, they cancel, I'll whap this person for me. And these past 2 days, the trend we I see majority of the media they whap a particular politician, and I will call the person name. And you really see say this is not paid up something. We not to say for B. We will try to manage certain information. We will try because if you whap a particular post, you see and say this is obvious. This journalist, this paper, this radio. Hits at a particular
it's coordinated.
Yes, you see and say this is obvious. You see and say this now paid up something. You don't pay them for do this thing, and it's really wrong because going into elections, we the journalists we get a very big goal for play. At the end of the day, what we send out go either make or break society. Don't see?
And that pressure of waiting we put out, it make or break society, how you feel to say we will handle a very delicate responsibility?
I think we should take our role back. We role na gatekeeper. You don't ever see proper gatesman. It's in a play. It makes sure say a filter. So filtering is very important as part of handling information and duty of care. So when we as journalists, even if you know study journalism or whatever, you for know what in duty of care means. If I take out, if I pull this, if you got for make people then fit, if you got for cause chaos and problem in the community or society, I don't think it's worth it. Because then teach we that one day, as much as public interest is high when we are journalists now, based on how we weigh public interest now, we release certain information. But is it going to cause problem? We get a role for maintain a balanced story. So meaning because a story is true, no means say balance. I can say Jawad thief this, But I need forget the side of Ishmael as well, because they say that Ishmael in something Jawad go thief, not so. But I need forget inside for know what's happening, what exactly in own side of the story. Let's not just rush and get information out. I think I don't report more than two different elections. Is around like 15 years or so, and I don't see the problem them where journalists them don't cause. I not as big as in other country like Rwanda. You understand, eh? But I don't see the problem them. You know, one person go information at a particular time. That was, I think, in 2012. We get certain information. The person, because he getting interest when a journalist, he call the politician, he tell him it was not supposed to go like that. That's not your place. We been get for let go of him during election period. She was quite eloquent and now be a going star. That incident they break him. I don't ever see in the media once in a while I can see him around, but I don't ever see him become that journalist way I've been envisaged say go be. So these are the challenges. This not the consequences them way you go face. But that ain't a small one. For that you lose your job. What about the country in disarray? That's huge. So Nadane make we get gatekeeping role, we have to filter information first. Let's not just run and send out those information.
And one of the things we have to contend with as journalists, I mean, I'm happy we even get this discussion because we are being self-critical with we self-member as the media. One of the things as well we will have to contend with, there's a trust deficit now.
Oh yes.
A lot of the public now not trust the media. And then they look to alternative voices. Most of them voices and they defend them on social media and they rely on them for information. How you think say we will get that trust back?
Well, I think say now for like how Sludge decide say then they do fact check or verification and all of that. I think that's now one thing we're able to bring back the trust. But also we need for gain information where people are interested in. But now as we get divided society, you understand. If this person go this side, this person go this side. There is no neutral space.
And well, this is no more because the society divided right now during politics. Somebody even they select. If you not talk with in one for year, they say, oh no, they're at this party then they.
Yes. So you don't see so many people in the way at the site because